Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. All right, so we're working on a 4-pill. I went ahead and changed the camera angle a little bit. Figured I'd give you guys a downshot view this time. Which this way, if I bump the table, the camera's not going to sit there and wiggle and wobble like it does in the videos because of the mounting. I've got to make some changes in here eventually and make another type of platform where I can bolt my camera to the actual wall instead of to the corner of the table. So that way we can get a little more stability. But I figured we go ahead and, like I said, do something a little different today and move it off to the side. I know it is, basically lunchtime, but I had a late breakfast. So, yeah, here we are. But anyhow, let me grab some screws for the transistors yet. I got to get that done. Think about that before I sit down, or else we would have went ahead and pulled them. Of course, I know I'm not going to run out anytime soon. I bought like a 5,000 or 10,000 10,000 count screw bag of screws for these transistors. So, but good afternoon to everybody. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully everybody's had a great weekend and it's still going on for you. Just a little dot on these two here, and then that way, now we got enough between all four of them when we smooth that all out. Hello, Chad. How are you doing this afternoon? So I've got still got a couple of 16 pills that I'm waiting on transistors. I was hoping they would have been in by this Friday. I really wanted to get started on those projects, but since I am in kind of a standing mode at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next project. And I've got enough transistors of one value to go ahead and do this. I've only got about a dozen transistors left as far as on the C's, and it's just not enough to repill any of the 16-pill transistors that I've got over here. So we do have those projects that are going to be coming up, and we will be working on those here in the next few days. So we'll have some bigger builds going on, but till then, we just move to the next project. Hello, Pete. Yeah. Speaking of you, not this weekend coming up, but the following week, I should have some free time. I know you're one of my locals here, so but I should have some free time where we can probably get you in Saturday. So it'd be like 2 weeks from now. I've got some stuff going on Saturday and Sunday of this next week coming up. So it's going to be a little difficult for me because of where I'll be in and out here in the shop. But hopefully I can get to you, hopefully by then, get you taken care of. I'm hoping yours is a simple in and out. It should be. It's just finding the time to catch me. You know, my new work schedule is kind of nice, but at the same time, where I'm on the road driving quite a bit, I get home fairly late, so through the week is not really a great time. And I've been going through a lot of different training modules and everything else, so you know, and I know there's some extended work that we've got to do at work too that's coming up. Yeah, I'm hoping so too. It's just like I said, I know trying to catch me has been very, very hard. And like I said, I do apologize for that. It's just like today, we've got company over here. You know, just trying to get everything out that I can. I've got another 4-pill that should be a quick in and out. I'm going to try to get knocked out. It's just I know that I've got a lot going on all through February, and the first half of March, I am going to be just completely and utterly swamped. So it's going to be very difficult at times to catch me. You know, there's a lot of guys that they don't glue these down, and I don't put a lot of glue, but I do put enough to hold it in place, because I know the heat will eventually break down the you know, the amount of glue that I put on there, and but it will still stay stuck. But if these ever need to be changed, once the transistors are removed, these can be popped up and replaced. I've actually got the corner of my pliers here that I'm using. They've actually got a little radius on there that I filed onto them. That way we get a nice smooth bend over on our tabs. Okay. Well, good afternoon, Popcorn. Like I said, I wasn't sure how many people would pop in here today, but like I said, we figured we'd get in here and, like I said, just enjoy some time. Like I said, just try to get a few things taken care of. Oh, 9 a.m. where you're at. Where in the world are you at, Popcorn? But it's 9 a.m. You got to be over on the West Coast somewhere. San Francisco. Cool. I was going to say, I know when I was living out in Oregon, there was a 3-hour time difference out there. Yeah, I didn't even think about the 3-hour difference for the West Coast. I'll have to remember that next time I decide to do a live feed so early. I lived actually in Salem, Oregon, is where I was at. Yeah, Willamette Valley, I think is how you pronounce it, or Willamette Valley. I was 3 miles off of I-10, or is it I-5? It's either I-5 or I-10 that runs right through the middle of Oregon and into Seattle. Yeah. Oregon's kind of a unique state because of the fact that you've got just about every form of weather and conditions in the U.S. you can find all right there in the one state. Spring, summer, winter, and fall almost year round, depending on where you actually go. But they've got the mountains, they've got the trees, they've got desert. They've got flatland, they've got hills. I mean, almost anything that you want, you can find all in the one state pretty much. Very, very unique state. But I lived out there for about a year, and then lived out west when I was taking care of a family relative. I lived out west in Arizona. I lived about 14 miles south of Tombstone, Arizona. That would be awesome. I've never been in a jet boat. Well, hello, Bo Diddley. Yeah, like I said, I know this is kind of an odd time to do a live feed, but yeah, I was out here and figured we'd get in here for just a little bit with you guys. So we can bring that up here a little closer where you guys can see. Like I said, I don't know what you guys think as far as me changing the camera angle here from what everybody's used to seeing. Oh yeah, plenty of room, plenty of room. Get these tacked in place, and then we'll make things a little more permanent. So anybody do anything fun and exciting over the last 2 days, or have anything planned for today? I think some of you guys are still asleep this morning. I know my buddy Three Mate, he's always sleeping. Yes, it is a sideband amplifier is what we're building. This one actually is already spoke for. I did have some stock on a sideband 4-pill. However, you're literally a day late. A gentleman stopped by, drove from the other side of Indiana, had came down and picked up the last in stock 4-pill that I had. Back when I was all caught up, I actually was trying to build some stock, and then I got covered back up again when I started taking stuff back in again. And the only thing I've got left on sideband is I've got two 2-pill amplifiers, and I have one left. A gentleman was going to go ahead and buy that, and he changed his mind and went with just having variable added to his 2-pill. So what we did is I had it set off for him because he was going to come over and do that, and he brought over his 2-pill and asked about having an attenuator put in there. That way he could just use what he's got. So I've still got one more of the special made 2-pills or 1-pills that I built here September of last year. So I have one left. Now, granted, it is AM only. It can be converted into a sideband amplifier, but like I said, it's just a 1-pill. As far as a 4-pill, I don't have anything in stock at the moment. I do have some 4-pills in for repair and some 16-pills. Once I get those all done, I will be caught up, I think. I've actually got two pills. I've got one that is the Evolution series, which is all black. And then I've got just and I think I'll have to look and see which transistors I've got in. The black one should have the, I think it's got the C's in it, and I think the other one has the regular 2879s in it. But right now, as far as stock goes, that's all I've got left. I just don't have a whole lot of inventory built up. Generally, I'm so backed up that I don't have I don't have time to actually build any ahead anymore. Yes, both are SSB. Sorry if you guys hear me crunching. I'm eating a piece of cinnamon candy. I found it's just easier to actually go ahead and put these on now than it is to sit there and wait and build everything and then try to put this on. It's easier, I think, to go ahead and just add the capacitors before you even get them mounted to the board. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't realize I was out of frame. Okay. Let me check here. A second here. Backside and see it. Okay. Let's see here. Asking about a 4-pill. Okay. Somehow I didn't. Asking about a 4-pill. So if you're the one that sent the information about a serial tornado, yeah, I've got this. I don't know how I overlooked it. There is times where I get so many text messages, sometimes it doesn't show me that I've even, or it actually mutes it. So. Okay. If you would just ping me again here in just a little bit, that way I can go back and it'll pop back up again, and I'll remember to go ahead and take a look at that and get you a price on what you're asking for. Okay. Or get too wild and crazy with getting the other one in place, I'll go ahead and add my swamping capacitors here in just a second. Kind of got off on a tangent and just now noticed we need to take care of that. I'm gonna have to spend a day, guys, here coming up soon, and go back through and start matching up some more of these. This one a different batch. Same capacitance, just a different batch. so all you look uniform too when we put them in. Oh, you're fine, buddy. I've got a noise canceling mic, so. Yeah, Carl's actually in here with me. He's up from Texas right now. Yeah, I was hoping to have this actually done a couple of weeks ago, and like I said, just the new job and everything changing over. It's been very, very busy. That and the paperwork, and also trying to get everything filed here for my trip to the Orient coming up. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I know my wife is. And of course, I haven't seen my wife in a year, so. And she's excited. My stepdaughter is, because she's never met me. So what do you guys think? Would you rather me keep my camera off to the side where you can kind of look at a side angle, or you guys like the vertical down look? As far as for the camera angle. Like I said, I figured I'd just try something a little different here tonight. See what everybody's thoughts were on that. That one I need to trim just a hair more. thought Greta had a bone there for a minute.
She was attacked by another dog out there.
Really?
Little brown one, same size as her.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, the neighbor, he's got a little Yorkie.
Yeah, kind of like
But yeah.
But that big. But that's all.
No, I haven't seen that one. Well, Carl, since you're here, let me ask you this. Do you want automatic sideband, or do you want to switch to be able to go from AM to sideband? Which would you prefer?
Go ahead and put a switch in it.
Okay. Yeah, it's always easier to go back and flip a switch as it is to, sometimes it gets annoying if you're on AM and you still got that little bit of a delay.
No, I don't talk AM very rarely. I'll wait till I get back to Texas to install it.
Well, hello, Gregory B. Hopefully things are going good for you, buddy. I know you've been having kind of a rough way to go. Hopefully the treatments have been going good for you. Yeah, I've been in your shoes before, so I know it's not fun. All right, let me get a small ferrite bead for us to take care of our sideband here. You like that, Greta? Yeah.
New radio, last court. Little one.
Yes, there's little. At least it's got big numbers.
Overseas only.
Only available overseas, huh? Yeah, I figure Chad, he's probably still sleeping. It's maybe not. It's almost 1 o'clock my time, so it's going to be noon his time there in Tennessee. Yeah, like I said, guys, if you like this, let me know what you think as far as in the comments, as far as the straight down look, if you'd rather have something like that or off to the side like I've been doing for several years. I actually finally got one of my mounts mounted to the ceiling here, to where we can go ahead and do a direct down and kind of go from there. So. Yeah, I'm gonna need a longer drill bit to get where I want. Got this little stubby that I use a lot of the time for drilling holes. heat sinks about a 1/4 inch longer on this one than what they normally are. Otherwise, I'd be able to use the 2 holes that are provided already on the board. Well, thank you, Chad. Like I said, I'm just trying to get an idea from people as far as if they like this. I'll make this more of a permanent view. And I'll probably set the other camera up to go ahead and do the, as far as for whenever I do the looky-loo for the, for the meters and stuff. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is I've got a light that is directly overhead that I normally use, which right now it's not that big of a deal or that critical. But one of the problems is it puts a immense glow on the board. Makes it easier for me to see, but a little harder for you guys because it washes some of the stuff out. So I put a diffuser on it, but trying to find the right type of light sometimes that you can diffuse or leave on just enough to where it's diffused or what have you. I don't know, especially whenever you're looking at it, because I use shop lights in here because of the fact that they're economical, and if they go bad, I just yank them down, replace them, and go on. So I keep 4-foot shop lights that are right here above my workbench for most applications. So let's see. So we're gonna need power wire that goes up front. So I'm gonna need three wires. So let's pull 3 different colors. Let's see here. We'll use an orange, a red. Let's see. That's we're going to need the we're going to need the delay wire, power on, a main power. Actually, I'm going to need 4 because I need the one for the biasing as well. So 12. So we're going to need about 16 inches. I know that's what she said too, right? As you've seen, Carl. You want to put that in the fridge for you, Carl?
No.
You sure?
Matter of fact, they're a little bit too cool. That's why I don't drink it fast. I drank warm beer when I drank.
Oof.
Taste that
You must have some German in you. Yeah.
in Germany for a few years.
Yeah. Well, I know you said you were stationed over there at one time.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, my buddy Carl, he drove up here from Texas. Kind of an unscheduled stop, but I haven't seen him since I think 2019. I think was the last time I was down there at his shop. Of course, the last time I went down to visit him, I took him a big 400 amp power supply that we custom made him for his shop. He does radio repairs and stuff like that. He's semi-retired, but still works here in the hobby and keeps people going. Of course, like the rest of us, he's backed up. It seems to be the trend from what I've seen from all of us. There's more radio work than technicians to do all this stuff. But he doesn't build amplifiers. He just does the radios. go. And we'll unwind this on this end. When we get that into the cabinet, put that where we need to for all the other stuff. All right, let's get these other transformers set. Get that taken care of. Then we can start winding.
Yes, sir.
Are you heading to the hacienda?
Yeah. I think I'm tired enough we can actually fall asleep now.
Well, good luck with that. Like I said, been there with you as far as on working the third shift, so I know how that is.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Have a good night.
Better? You're not supposed to get stay. Go lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Now. Better. Lay down. Lay down. All the way. All the way. Lay down. Now. Good.
Yeah, I know some guys will go ahead and put these, they'll wait and put the capacitors on after they've got them mounted, but like I said, it's so much easier to do it this way. I've done it both ways, but this is the way I prefer to do it. Makes my job easier anyways. This is like 10 on this side. Just make it easier for the transformers to be mounted anyways. So we can get a nice even flow when we're getting right up against that transformer. Oop. Take these crazy things off now. We'll go back to the regular bifocals. All right. Well, Carl, what colors do you want for your main lines? Are you picky? Random colors. So we'll go pink, purple, and orange.
Whatever extra you have left.
Well, I wouldn't say extra, but I've got plenty.
Oh,
Let's see.
lay down. Oh, lay down. Lay down. Now. All the way. Lay down all the way. Come on. Lay down. Lay down. He's not going to cut your claws. Yeah, you lay down. Lay down.
It's kind of nice to have all the diversified colors that I've got available to me now, instead of everything just being white. Not that there's anything wrong with white, but white looks good on certain things. Quiet group, guys. All right. Let's take a break here, guys, for just a minute. And I'll come back this afternoon. We'll go ahead and finish winding up the inputs and put a few of the other components on here. And we'll hopefully come back this evening with a final video for you here on it. I'm going to go ahead and keep on working here in just a minute. I'm going to take, like I said, a short break, and we'll come back and work a little bit more on this. But we'll get things a little bit tighter here on our wind once we get everything taken care of. But it should be nice, nice clean little amplifier. All right, guys, we'll catch you here in a bit. Take care. Have a great day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. We'll see you on the next live feed.